Hey, welcome back to 2DG. We've got another edition of Let's Talk. We've got several topics that we want to cover, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got a lot going on in the industry, and want to make sure we talk about a little bit of it. Get your opinions on what you think may be going on. I'm enjoying a King Julius, which we already know is stellar. And if you were to check out Untappd and look for 2DG beer reviews on Untappd app on your phone, you'll find that we're on there now, so you'll know I'm drinking this. Okay, so you might be wondering why we're doing another Let's Talk, or you might be wondering, where are the videos? It's just been a hectic time of year. We've been rather busy. We haven't run out of stuff to review. We've got, like we said in a previous video, we've got a cellar. We're trying to break down some, get rid of some of the older stuff and get it reviewed. So we still intend to do a stout week. We still intend to do a sour week, and so yeah, we've got enough to cover that and more. So we'll see where we go with that. It just happens that it's that time of year. It's a busy time of year. The other douchey guy he was just in Chicago, Illinois for a couple days, and he was just up in Grand Rapids, Michigan for a few days. So, and if you were following our Twitter, which is down in the description, or our Untappd account on the Untappd app, which is down in the description, you'd have known that. You'd have known what he was drinking and what he was doing. This coming week, I'll be in Indianapolis, so it's just kind of hard to get together all the time and get some reviews going. It'll happen. We're going to do it. The homebrew that we did several episodes back, we're going to review that now. It's bottled and it's ready to go, so we'll probably review that. Another interesting thing besides the Twitter account, the Untappd account that you can follow, 2DG's also put together a beer map, which description's down below. That map you can take with you on your travels, no matter where you're at. You'll be able to find some good beers. Right now, it's primarily built of the 2016 GABF bronze through gold, bronze, silver, gold winners, and the industry portions, so like the microbrew of the year and stuff like that. And we intend to hit some of these. We've got one here in Indiana that really did well this year. I want to go down and check that out. So you can click that link, add it to your favorites, save it, whatever it is you need to do. And as you're traveling around and you're looking for some good breweries, you just pull up the map and take a look at what's near you. We will add to it. I'll add new layers. So maybe we'll do our picks, or we'll just pick breweries we visited and stuff like that. And, maybe even breweries we've reviewed. So you want to check that out as well. So let's move on. We're going to move down to Dark Lord Day 2017. The announcement's been made about the date, and it's changed. If you've attended or if you've watched any of our previous videos, you'll know that the last couple of years anyway, the weather's been miserable in April in northwest Indiana. So you may have been scared away by that. I mean, it was pretty bitter there a couple of years ago. Last year was just really, really wet. So this year, Three Floyds has decided to move it to May. Unfortunately, which didn't catch my attention initially, but it was pointed out online by many people, it's on Mother's Day weekend. Now, the event's on Saturday, Mother's Day is on Sunday. For me, that's no problem. I can go, I can attend, and I can be home on Sunday, no problems. For a lot of people, though, this event's huge, and it draws people from all over the country, some international as well. So if you are coming from the West Coast or even from the East Coast, there's little chance you're going to make it home the next day. If you do, it'll be late. You'll probably be pretty tired. We'll just call it tired. So a lot of people are really upset by this. For me, it works out. No problems. I like May. May is going to work out for me, should I get tickets. So I'm kind of curious, though, what's your thoughts on it? I like that they're trying to change it, make it better and better. Less mud, hopefully. Not as cold. So just leave your comment down below. Let me know what you think about DLD being scheduled on Mother's Day weekend. It is kind of arrogant, I guess. It wasn't the best idea, I would say. So, let's move on to our next topic. The next topic is right here somewhere. And it's your hobbies under attack. At least I feel that way. Recently, within the last few weeks, and you'd know if you followed our Twitter because I retweeted, I don't even know, Beer Advocate's story on this. But AB-Inbev has an investment arm. They call it a disruptive investment arm. And it goes out and it buys assets. It buys things that can help the parent company, And anyway, they bought Northern Brewer and Midwest Supplies, same parent company there. They've bought them. The initial story was that they were acquiring a percentage or were in talks. The last article I read said that it was fully acquired by this branch of AB-Inbev. Now, a lot of people, they're trying to spin this as positive. I don't see it that way. Micro and craft brewing and home brewing as a hobby. Home brewing's really taken off. AB-Inbev's losing market share to craft brews and home brewers alike. So they've, put out their fake craft beers, tried to get some of that market back. They've bought up craft brewers, trying to get some more of that market back. And now they're going after the hobbyist who is trying to buy supplies to support their hobby. So now they're going after that so that, you go to Northern Brewer or whoever, Midwest Supplies, and you buy your ingredients, your equipment and all that, and you're supporting AB-Inbev, Anheuser-Busch. I personally don't like that. I don't like that just a few companies in the world make money off everything I do. I want to support someone local, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to search for something that doesn't source from them. One article I read said, hey, now that this has happened, be sure and support your local home brew shop. Well, my LHBS actually buys their inventory from Northern Brewer. So if I go to my local shop and I buy stuff, I'm still sending money to AB-Inbev via Northern Brewer Midwest Supplies. So I'm currently searching for a different source, a different vendor for my homebrew supplies. So in fact, I should have had my supplies ordered by now, but I'm trying to find that different source. If you know of a different source that's not going to funnel money in the long term back to AB-Inbev, leave the name of their website down below so I can look them up. Now, I was really disappointed that Northern Brewer's parent company, the bigger umbrella, that their stockholders caved in. And I shouldn't say they caved in. They probably jumped with both feet looking at that big dollar sign. But it's really disappointing to me that a purveyor of hobby and craft equipment and supplies had no problem selling out to one of the big branched. That's like starting your own car company, or Ford or GM going out and buying Tesla. Tesla's coming up. They've got innovative products. People are jumping on board. They like what they're doing. It's different. It's new. And that would be like Ford or GM going out and buying Tesla. And now that technology, that innovation, you're going to throw your money at it and it's just going to the parent company. Which, support them if you want. That's fine. I'm fine with buying Ford and GM products, but if I want a choice, I should have a choice. It shouldn't all funnel down in the end to someone I don't want to support. It's kind of like when Steve Jobs passed away, you're now starting to see the innovation at Apple dwindle away. The ideas aren't coming as fast. They're not as game-changing. These are things I don't want to see happen to the craft brew / homebrew industry hobby. My opinion, leave yours down below. Let us know what you think. And our final story, layoffs. If you haven't been following our Twitter, you might not have seen the story that we retweeted from Beer Advocate. Stone Brewing Company, based out of Escondido, California, recently had layoffs. Now this is after they've done a multi-million-dollar expansion or new facility in Berlin, a multi-million-dollar new facility in I think Virginia, and they're in negotiations to do a themed hotel. So they've put the money out there. They've invested in their own growth. They're saying that they're not seeing the returns that they expected as quickly as they expected. That may be true, but they've laid off, I believe it was just, I shouldn't say just, I believe it was 50 employees out of, I think it was actually out of California, but it may have been across the board. And that's a shame. I hope that's not an indicator of the industry. You know, I mean, I think we're getting a huge saturation point where it is harder to snatch that up and maintain that lead that, you know, you once had. Stone's always been good about not caving into selling out, so I'm not worried that they're going to sell to Miller Coors or AB-Inbev at this time. I am a little concerned, though. In our previous Let's Talk, we talked about craft buying craft, and I'm a little concerned that Stone may panic and go out and try to acquire some other craft brewers and bring them into the fold to, again, pull money. And you'll see throughout history, great companies that have come and gone due to acquisition. I just don't want to risk seeing that. In agriculture, you've had some great names such as the Oliver Farm Equipment was acquired by White Trucking or whatever. Eventually, all the innovation was stopped, all the money was siphoned away, and the product's gone. Now, you may have remnants of that company left, but it's not the innovative leading company that it is now. You'll see the same in any industry. I just picked that one because I bought a tractor this year and I've been playing around on it. So, that's about what it comes down to, and that's what my fear is, that while Stone is trying to realize the growth that they think they should be seeing from their investment, that they'll get panicked and try to go acquire someone else. I can't imagine, I don't know what their debt structure looks like right now, but with those huge builds that they've done, either they were sitting on a ton of cash or they're carrying a pretty good debt load, I would say. And so I'm not overly worried, I just don't want to see it get to that. And if that's a bellwether, if Stone's laying off is a bellwether for the industry, we may see and or lose a lot of, smaller breweries. We may see some of them closing up, just unable to support what everyone else is, all the competition. And as that happens, you may see acquisitions. And, if it's to save a company, I don't necessarily go against it. But if it's just out of panic or growth, not a big fan. Stone so far has done everything right. They've grown on their own as far as not acquiring. Really, really respect that company. So, hey, that's the news. That's the Let's Talk About topics that I wanted to cover. If there's anything you want to talk about, leave a comment down below. We'll put something together. We'll do our research. We'll try to talk intelligently about it as much as we can, depending on how many we've had. Otherwise, the beer reviews will be back. We'll start, either I'll do it myself or he's going to join me. So, I think he's got the better palate. I would prefer that he be on camera. But if he just can't swing it, I'll start at it myself. Maybe we'll start with some more trash talk. Maybe some of those old school names that he wants to do. But we do have, like I said, Stout Week we have in the plans. We've got Sour Week in the plans. And it's now November, so within 2 months, the end of 2 months, we're going to be giving out the 2016 Douchey Award, which we pick our 2016 best beer review on camera, the best beer that we reviewed on camera, and we'll pick our best off-camera beer. So, we may agree on what our best on-camera is, but between the two of us, we could be miles apart based on what we've had off camera, because I don't have everything he has off camera. He doesn't have everything I have off camera. So you might want to be watching for that. Like I said, reviews are coming just be patient. Mine's running out, so they'll be back soon. It's 2DG. See you later.